S is for scribing. Scribing is short for writing. Hal describes scribing as journaling and emphasizes how powerful this practice can be. Just getting all your thoughts out of your head and onto paper, aka a journal, can be incredibly powerful. Hal also sells a specific Miracle Morning journal, which is structured specifically for this program. There you go. Ken's got it right in his hands. And this is a good way to just get all your thoughts down on paper and free up your mental power for other activities in thinking. So, Ken, how are you implementing scribing?
Yeah, so journaling was something that I never really practiced ever before reading, Miracle Morning, and so for me, I like to write down my goals, annual goals, and then weekly goals, and then daily. And so for me, writing those down, and then I just naturally more stuff comes out. It's really helpful for me to free up my brain space, because if I'm writing something down, then that gives me permission to let it go out of my brain. And so that's how journaling for me, that's how I use it the most. Also, I like to go back and look what I wrote down a few months ago or 6 months ago and see, okay, how has this changed, or have I accomplished this? And so it's good for kind of reflection on that. But most importantly for me, it's getting my thoughts out of my head onto paper, releases space. It's almost like a RAM. If you're a tech guy like me, it's like you're opening up your RAM for more stuff.
Definitely, yeah. I've always kind of had a to-do list, but after reading this book, I kind of extended just the to-do list into reviewing goals and thinking about like what next step will have the highest impact, the highest ROI, as it relates to business. And so, one thing that I have done recently is I have transitioned from a paper journal to a digital journal. And I do like the idea of a paper journal. It is kind of old-timey. But the thing I like about it existing in digital form is have you ever been like driving or just out and about? You don't have your journal with you, but you think of something and you're like, I want to remember this later. You can whip out your phone and type it in. And so we've been using Asana in our business. And so I have kind of my to-do list documented there. But that's been really nice. And you can organize things into high priority and low priority. And so one thing that I used to use a legal pad. And one thing that used to overwhelm me was when my to-do list was more than one page. And it was hard to like pick out the high impact activities. And so, my to-do list right now is very long, but it's not overwhelming because I can go through and be like, hey, these are the high impact ones. I may only have 3 or 4 high impact activities on my to-do list, and the rest are just things that I need to get to. And I do get to them, but I do like having the journal existing in digital form.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It's easier, more convenient using technology. The same thing with like audio. You can kind of record yourself if that's better.